Hello there and welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And also a very warm welcome to you all for the final part of the Stories and Fables unit for this month. Now, for the past 2 days, we have been reading the story of The Shepherdess and the Chimney Sweep. These are two star-crossed lovers who, when we left them at the end of yesterday's story, were making a break for freedom.
They were trying to escape the room that they have always lived in, as well as escaping from General Goat's Legs, the man who wants to marry the shepherdess. As they ran away, they also left behind the old Chinese man who was sort of a grandfather to the young, beautiful shepherdess. He was trying to get them to come back, but he was also the one who said that the general could marry the young girl even though she didn't want to.
Yeah, that is true, and it wasn't very helpful. But remember, this is an old Chinese man made of China. He's a doll, and all he could do was nod his head. Did he really want the general to marry the young shepherdess, or was he just nodding his head because that's what he does? It's a mystery, and so is what will happen today in this part of the story. All right, so let's solve this mystery right now, and also find out what happens to everyone in the rest of our story. The only way to do that is to get reading.
But first, as usual, we do need to take a quick look at all of our new vocabulary for today's reading. Then, let's jump into the story. 最后一篇故事来带大家看情侣和中国词偶的故事。先看4个单字，第一个 floor， 地板是个名词，常常有地板上面在清洁的时候会放一个 Beware of the wet floor， 小心湿滑的标志。The floor is wet, walk around it. The floor is wet, walk around it. 地板很湿，走旁边。第二个单字 terrible， 糟糕的，难过的，是个形容词。如果遇到很糟糕的遭遇或是事件，可以跟对方说 Oh no, that's terrible. I am so sorry. Oh no, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. 哦不，真是很抱歉，真是太糟糕了，我为你感到抱歉。表示同理心。第3个单字 later 是个副词，形容时间之后的意思。I'll do the dishes later, Mom. I'll do the dishes later, Mom. 妈妈，我等一下再洗碗。最后一个单字 join 加入是个动词。Come and join us for the third part of our Stories and Fables unit. Come and join us for the third part of our Stories and Fables unit. 快来加入我们第3段的故事单元吧。好咯，现在我们看完单字例句，一起回到课文中。
The couple got back to the room. They saw the old Chinese man in pieces on the floor. The shepherdess felt terrible, but the chimney sweep told her not to worry. They went back to the table. Days later, the old Chinese man joined them. He was back in one piece, but he couldn't nod anymore. Then General Goat's Legs asked his question again. Explanation 1.
Okay, so today's part of the story begins with this. It says, the couple got back to the room. They got back to the room? Oh no, so that means they aren't free. They got too scared of the big wide world out there when they saw it. And so remember, at the end of yesterday's article, they turned around and went back to the room that they had always lived in. They went back to that old table that they stood on, and also back to the old Chinese man.
They also went back to General Goat's Legs. So does this mean that he will now marry the shepherdess and break her heart along with her boyfriend, the chimney sweep? We'll find out after Daphne gives us everything we need to know about our first grammar point today.
So sad.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 get back， 意思是返回。get 在这里是不及物动词抵达，后方以副词 back 回来修饰，合在一起 get back 就是返回，意思相当于 go back。后方可以用介系词 to 到，引出返回地点。例如 We got back to the meeting point on time. 我们准时回到约定的碰面地点。
Okay, now we can keep reading. What happened when they got back to the room? It says they saw the old Chinese man in pieces on the floor. 在这边看到 in pieces 这个词就是裂成碎片的意思。Oh no, what happened to him? When they left the room, he was fine. Do you think General Goat's Legs got angry and hurt him?
Wow, I have no idea, but if that happened, wouldn't that be murder? If General Goat's Legs killed the old man, it would be murder. Murder of a little doll made of china. But still, murder! Well, we don't really know. And I guess it's not too important right now. They have to try to help the old man. He's lying there broken. So next it says, the shepherdess felt terrible, but the chimney sweep told her not to worry. Wow, what a hero. He's jumping in to try to save the day. He's a good guy.
He sure is.
Yeah. And while they tend to the old Chinese man, Daphne, a young Taiwanese woman, will tell us all about our second grammar point.
第二则文法是 A tells B not to 加原形动词，意思是 A 告诉 B 不要做某事。及物动词 tell 是告诉、吩咐的意思，三态式 tell、told、told， 后方先接人当受词，再用否定不定词 not to 加原形动词，表示不要对方做的事情。注意 not 要接在不定词 to be 的前面。例如 The zookeeper told the kids not to feed the animals. 动物管理员告诉小朋友不要喂食动物。
Okay, we're back. The chimney sweep was just doing some China doll first aid on their friend, the old Chinese man. I hope it went well and they were able to save him.
As we get back to the reading, it doesn't say right away. The next sentence tells us they went back to the table. Okay, so they are back in their home.
Right, and then as we continue, we kind of jump forward in time a little bit. So next we read, days later, the old Chinese man joined them. Hooray, he's safe. They managed to put him back together. So the chimney sweep is also a doctor, sort of, I guess. What a talented young man.
Wow, yeah. He's managed to repair the old Chinese man. Well, mostly, because the next sentence says he was back in one piece, but he couldn't nod anymore. 在这边加个补充单字 anymore 是个副词，是再也的意思。在这边 he couldn't nod anymore 就是他再也没有办法点头了。Okay, so maybe they couldn't fix his neck.
Well, you know, that's no big surprise. I mean, I'm not made of china and my neck hurts some of the time too. Remember, he fell and broke into many pieces, so you know, it's not too surprising. But remember that General Goat's Legs? Well, what about the general? Has he forgotten about wanting to marry the shepherdess? Well, no. In fact, as we reach our break, the final sentence tells us, then General Goat's Legs asked his question again. I mean, he really doesn't give up, does he? He asked her to marry him once, and she ran away. Doesn't he understand this? She doesn't really like him. Well, anyways, we need to take our break right now, and then we'll be back to finish things off. Some people just can't take a hint.
The couple looked at the old Chinese man. They thought he would nod his head like before. However, he didn't. Now they were free to love each other forever. Explanation 2.
Welcome back. The general still won't give up in his efforts to marry the shepherdess, even though she really doesn't want to marry him. This is not going to make her like him anymore. He should just get the message and then leave her alone.
Yes, he definitely should. But he's asked the question and he's hoping that the old Chinese man will say yes again. So next we read, the couple looked at the old Chinese man. And I think that they're getting ready for some bad news.
Yeah, they're afraid he'll say yes again. Exactly, that's what it says. They thought he would nod his head like before. Yeah, as a way of saying to the general, yes, you can marry her. This, of course, is totally wrong because no one is asking the girl, the shepherdess, who she wants to marry. That's the only person who should have an opinion here. It's her life, after all.
I guess this story is from long ago, when men would make these decisions for women. These days are long gone, though, and that's a good thing for everybody. So, what does the old Chinese man decide? Well, it says in the story, however, he didn't. Yay! So he gave the general a different answer this time. Good.
Yeah, maybe he changed his mind, or maybe his neck just doesn't work anymore because it got damaged. He can't nod yes. Well, whatever the case, it's a good answer for the shepherdess and the chimney sweep. So the final sentence of the article says, now they were free to love each other forever. And yes, why not? Why shouldn't people, and even dolls made of China, be allowed to love whoever they want, as long as that other person, you know, feels the same way?
Exactly. They finally were free to love each other forever. 在这边提到 forever 就是永远的意思 ，forever 是一个字 ，for 还有 ever 连起来，太棒了！他们终于可以自由自在的相爱到永远了。Okay, so before we finish off our story, Daphne will tell us about our final grammar point.
第三则文法是 somebody is free to 加原形动词，意思是某人得以自由做某事。形容词 free 在这里是自由的、随意的意思。后方用不定词 to be 当副词，补充说明主词可以随意做的事情。例如 ，College students are free to dye their hair。大学生可以随意染发。
Okay, folks, that's it for today. So take care of each other, take care of your dolls, and don't ever get married to a wooden general with the legs of a goat. There won't be a happy ending to that story. It's a good lesson to learn. Yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all very, very soon.
Bye-bye.
No marrying wooden leg goat generals. Okay.
The shepherdess and the chimney sweep. The couple got back to the room. They saw the old Chinese man in pieces on the floor. The shepherdess felt terrible, but the chimney sweep told her not to worry. They went back to the table. Days later, the old Chinese man joined them. He was back in one piece, but he couldn't nod anymore. Then General Goat's Legs asked his question again. The couple looked at the old Chinese man. They thought he would nod his head like before. However, he didn't. Now they were free to love each other forever.
茶水间相遇问候的相关英文实用句。
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是 Steven，
我是 Kate。
今天要讲的主题是，
就是我们在工作的时候，在茶水间碰到同事，要怎么样问候嘞？
这种 small talk， 对不对？
有时候不知道讲什么，真的蛮尴尬。
好，真的，所以就是有这些英文，
有一些东西要来讲。
但今天要学的我觉得还蛮常听到的，
真的。
对。第一个呢是 A case of the Mondays。A
case of the Mondays。
这个只适合在礼拜一讲，然后什么？你知道每一个礼拜你周末到了，你超开心，耶！
对，礼拜五
越来越靠近礼拜五，你精神越来越多嘛，对不对？当每次礼拜天一结束到礼拜一你要去上班的时候，你是不是整个就是一个心情不好？
没错 ，Blue Monday。
你可能看黑眼圈啊，可能衣服都没有整理好啊，然后就是摆臭脸，对，
还没收心。
然后朋友看到你说啊 ，What's wrong? Case of the Mondays?
Yes, case of the Mondays.
这个可以是一个问号，所以 case of the Mondays。但如果也可以是直接说、I have a case of the Mondays.
I have a case of the Mondays.
Case 就是一个情况嘛，一个状况嘛，所以 case of the Mondays 就是你就是心情不好，周一病。
周一的这个状况。
那有的时候 Mondays 后面我们也会听到 blues。Case of the Monday Blues。Case
of the Monday Blues。
对 ，S 就把它 blues 后面就不要再放
Monday Blues。
Blues 就是蓝色嘛，但蓝色那个心情就是很 depressed，还是就是有点忧郁。
对。那我们有时候也是可以直接就说 Monday Blues。
可以啊 ，I have Monday Blues 也可以。第二句呢是 From Hell。From
Hell。
那 Hell 大家知道就是地狱嘛。So anything that comes from Hell， 只要从地狱来的东西，一定就是不好的。
对，很可怕。
比如说 Boss from Hell。Boss
from Hell。
从地狱来的老板，就感觉他从地狱。就比如说我们老板来，我们都很讨厌他，说 Oh look, the boss from hell is coming。
其实只要很讨厌什么东西，都可以说什么 something from hell。
对，就表示说这个东西有让你曾经 suffer 过。对。就非常糟的一个东西，
让我觉得很不舒服。
比如说 This is the Monday from hell。
This is the Monday from hell。
今天的礼拜一已经发生了很多很糟的事情，就是 from hell。
所以过完了礼拜一之后，你会这样说？
对。好，第三呢，这个呢会常常听到，我可以说 I want a cup of coffee， 对不对？
对。
但是很多人会说 cup of Joe。Cup
of Joe。
为什么呢？其实呢有两个可能性。第一个是因为 Joe 这个名字是个非常普遍的名字嘛，对不对？它是一个非常 ordinary 的一个名字，所以 Joe 呢可以去讲 average Joe， 就是一个 average 的一个人。对 anyone， 所以 cup of Joe， 因为大家都会喝咖啡，所以大家说 a cup of Joe。对，因为咖啡是大家都会喝的一个饮料。那另外一个解释呢，是因为有两个咖啡是一个 blend。它是阿拉伯的一个咖啡，还有印尼的咖啡是 mocha 跟 java，mocha 跟 java，
对 Java，
所以把它 jovava 还是什么，忘记那个名字了。反正就是把那个两个名字拼起来呢，就有点像 Joe， 所以 cup of Joe。Cup of Joe。这只是一个也许是这个理由，因为那个 origin 有一点模糊，但我觉得两个的解释还蛮有可能性的，因为我们不是喝一个叫 Joe 人的一杯
，Joe 咖啡，
对，这样子有点恐怖了。
对，
好，第四呢是 as right as rain。As
right as rain。
平常就是说 I feel as right as rain。I
feel as right as rain。
对，还是 How are you doing today? Oh, as right as rain。
那这是什么意思？
跟雨一样好。是什么意思呢？这个意思可能是从英国，他们是说一定是从英国来的一句。那在英国常常下雨， 是非常普遍的一件事情。所以就是今天呢，就像因果普遍一样是好的，那就是我的健康也是一样是好的。
就一切正常。
对
这样子
，as right as rain， 那正常希望就是好的。
对，了解。
好，那下次呢，如果碰到同事要 small talk 在茶水间
问候一下，
听到这些句，你就知道是什么意思喽。
好，那我们来看看 live action。You look like you have a case of the Mondays.
I just experienced the traffic from hell this morning.
Sounds terrible.
Now I just need my morning cup of joe and I'll be as right as rain.
I hope so. Remember, we have a meeting in an hour, and our proposal is due by lunchtime.
Give me 2 cups of joe then. 第一 a case of the Mondays. 第二 from hell. 第三 cup of joe. 第四 as right as rain.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天一样是用1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，同学们，您都准备好了没？1分钟计时开始。第一个单字叫做地板，地板要怎么说呢？这通常是指室内的地板，叫做 floor。Amy helped her mom mop the floor。Amy 帮她妈妈拖地。那如果是 sweep the floor 就是扫地。第二个单字叫做难过的，也可以形容糟糕的，这字叫做 terrible。I had a terrible day yesterday. 我昨天度过很糟糕的一天。好，第三个单字呢，它可以用来表达比较晚的或是之后，这字是副词，它叫做 later。Later, I'm at work. I'll call you back later. 我在工作，晚一点再回你电话吧。好，那么第4个单字呢，它是指加入，加入要怎么说呢？叫做 join。Join， 像你要加入什么社团啊，加入什么团体，就用这个字。OK，Dave joined the guitar club. Dave 加入了吉他社，听说加入吉他社都比较好把妹，是不是？好，不管怎么样，我们在1分钟之内已经顺利复习完4个单字喽。同学们表现很棒，那记得要多多复习，多多造句练习。我们下次见了，拜拜。